All right, well, welcome to yoga for our calves, shins, upper back, and shoulders. This is a 30-minute practice. All we need today is our yoga mat and a strap. If you don't have a strap at home, you can grab a towel, and you can also grab a long sleeve shirt. You can get kind of creative with it. Just try to find something that won't break once you begin to use it for your class. You can always pause this video at any time to grab water, to get a different strap, to grab anything else that would help you make this class more suitable to your practice, your lifestyle. Know that even just practicing for 5 minutes a day is a gift for our body and our mind and our soul. So I welcome you guys to join me by laying out your mats, setting your strap down, and then finding yourself on your mat. We'll start by walking to the top of our mat and just taking a second to notice our feet, our body. Let the hands face forward, finding Tadasana mountain pose. Our shoulders drop down our back. We take a nice big inhale and exhale. Just 2 more deep breaths, finding your inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Using those breaths to help ground and center our body, we'll begin to find a seat on the floor. Once you come to your seat, you can lay down onto your mat, knowing that we are beginning our 30-minute practice right now. Taking your time to check in with the body. Maybe you lift the shoulders to let the shoulder blades find a nice comfortable position, creating a tabletop beneath you. Maybe you gently lift the hips to tuck the tailbone, relax the pelvis, sturdy it, making sure that we're neutral here. And even wiggle the toes. I invite the knees to be up in the sky, the feet flat. If you'd like to extend your legs out long, you can. But for this purpose, for starting class, try to find this constructive rest position, which gives our pelvis that chance to relax, our lower back, and it really serves as a grounding space for the body. Beginning to notice our feet hip distance apart. Any tension or tightness going up the legs and knees. Just notice how the body's feeling. Do a gentle body scan. Notice if there's rounding forward of the shoulders. Can you think about letting them relax towards the earth? Notice if you feel tight in the chest. Can you think about finding opening from that center space right between the collarbones to let the shoulders drop away? The head and neck, gently tuck the chin to find that nice support of the head. Maybe gently rock the head side to side. Come to this grounding space where the body feels completely supported. We'll start our practice with a slow, steady breath, starting from our toes. As we inhale, focus on breathing in through the legs. And as you exhale, you're still in that same spot. So wherever that breath fills up to, exhale right from there. Then with the next inhale, maybe you can come past the knees, through the hips, and exhale right here. Finding that breath to fill up the belly, and exhale maybe at the ribs. Filling up the heart and the shoulders, and exhale. One more nice deep breath through the head and neck, and exhale here. Check in with where your hands are. Mine sometimes like to glide over my body as I feel that energy and intention rise up with my breath. Otherwise, you can have them flat at your sides, gently resting on your belly. Even turn the palms up to find goddess position with the hands. Notice which suits you best, and we'll finish through one more round, this time starting at the top of the head and going towards our toes. So slowly filling up with the breath into the head and neck. Exhale from the space. With that next breath, we fill in the shoulders and chest, upper back, and exhale. Filling up the lower back, the belly, and release. Through the hips and pelvis and thighs. Through the knees, calves, and feet. Find that breath, focus on it, intentionally filling up those areas, and then expelling out, releasing all energy. Gently bring our hands to our sides. We'll begin to find a gentle sway of our knees side to side. Using your breath here, you can inhale as the knees come through center. Exhale as the knees go to the side, breathing deeply. Focusing on a slow motion, just gently rocking side to side, waking up our spine, bringing in some body awareness. One more time, both ways. Gently rocking. And then meet back in center. We'll hug the right knee and the left knee in towards our heart. Maybe interlace your hands around your thighs or your calves, or grab onto your knees. Just gently hug them in. You can find a rock side to side here. Noticing that little massage for the lower back and the hips. And then slowly release the left foot to the earth. Keep the right leg in. We're gonna place our strap, towel, whichever you chose, to go around the ball of the right foot, and then extend the right leg straight up to the sky. From here, relax the arms. Let them glide down the rope or the strap or the towel to where your back of your arms can be supported on the earth. We're lengthening through a strong, straight leg. Notice if there's a bend in the knee, you can lower that leg down, more in line with the opposite knee, to try to extend the leg, then reset the arms. Breathing here, toes point towards the face. Relax the shoulders, gently tuck the chin to lengthen the neck. Breathe deeply. Toes can point towards the face, and as you breathe, maybe you can let that leg glide up with the breath. I went pretty quick because my normal stance is right about here. Just breathing gently. Relax through the hips, relax the left foot. 2 more deep breaths, noticing that stretch from the glute up through the hamstrings, the calf, maybe through the bottom of the foot. On the next inhale, we're holding onto the strap with both hands and gently find circles. So we're circling our leg, maybe around a grapefruit. And then reverse. Finding that nice length through the back of the leg as you wake up the hip. Meeting back at center. Point and flex the foot here to stretch through the calf and chin. Just using the strap tightly for a little bit resistance. Breathing, always remembering to breathe throughout your class. If there's anything that I want you to remember is that there is a deep, deep, deep importance on awareness of our breath. One more time, point and flex that foot. And then meet back at just a regular stance. So that foot may be acting as if it's standing on the ceiling. We'll bring the strap into our left hand. Right hand comes right down to the right hip. Gently glide that right leg across midline. We're not rolling over. We're keeping our pelvis square and just gently crossing that leg. You'll feel that stretch from the outside of the hip all the way down the IT band to our ankle. Just breathing here. Sending deep, intentional breath through the thigh and the calf, through the foot. You can play around in any of these poses with a point and flex of the foot, maybe an internal rotation, external rotation. Just breathing, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. On the next inhale, gently bring that leg through center. Grab onto the strap with the right hand. Left hand grounds our left hip. Check in and make sure the pelvis is square. And then we're going to let that right leg begin to open. Right arm glides down the strap to be supported on the floor. We don't want the leg to be working here. We want the inner thigh to open gently. Let gravity do the work. Don't force the stretch. Let the outer hip release, the inner thigh unhook. Just breathe. Notice too, we don't want to rock with that stretch. Stay grounded in the shoulders and the hips. Maybe let that left leg open a little bit to create that counterbalance of the stretch. You can point and flex the foot here. Breathe deeply. On the next inhale, both legs come back to that starting position. We'll grab onto the strap and gently bend the right knee, hugging it towards the heart. Release the strap. Find a gentle rock of just that right leg, side to side. The next position is happy baby, but half happy baby. So we're reaching for that outside of the right foot. If that's difficult to grab onto, the strap can come back here and place back on the ball of the foot and just hold the strap and the foot so you can bring the knee towards the armpit. Just a gentle stretch for the back of the thigh, a little massage for the belly, the digestive system. Breathe here. Slowly begin to release that grip. Relax the leg. Lengthen out both legs long. Just notice. What do you feel? Hands can be at your sides, on your hips. How are you feeling? One leg might feel longer than the other. Hopefully it's that right leg that we've been working on. Might feel more open. Maybe that there's a slight external rotation of this leg because it's completely relaxed and gently stretched. To begin to move to our opposite side, we'll bend at the knee and gently walk the foot in. Grabbing onto our strap, hug the right knee in towards
Actually,
the heart.
please make sure this is your left knee coming in towards your heart.
Maybe rock the knee side to side. Breathe here. We'll place the strap around the ball of this left foot. And then pressing up into the sky with our heel. Lengthen out, relax the arms, let the backs of the arms release back to the mat. Again, if there's that bent knee, you can straighten the leg out long, maybe in parallel with the opposite knee to find a straighter leg. Then readjust the hands and the shoulders and the backs of the arms. Breathe deeply. You can always point and flex the foot. Begin to find that nice deep stretch for you. Noticing maybe if there's tightness when you flex or point the foot, just pause, breathe. Let the body find that with your breath and fill it with oxygenated blood flow, helping to release any of that tightness that's not serving you. Noticing if you can relax the head and neck. Can you focus deeper on your breathing? We'll begin to find those gentle circles, tracing a grapefruit. Letting the heel be what's guiding this motion. And then reverse, opposite direction. Breathing here. Once you meet back at center, we'll begin to place the straps into the right hand. Left hand grounds the left hip. Gently bend the elbow so you can glide the left leg across midline. Keep both hips square. you're rooting that left hip down as you reach through the leg. Breathing here, you can point and flex the foot, internal or external rotation. Notice the head and neck. Find your breath. We're lengthening that side of the leg. Again, not letting the pelvis rock and roll. It's square and steady. On the next inhale, begin to come back through center. Grab onto the strap with the left hand and begin to open that leg out. The left elbow comes to the earth for support as the left leg begins to open. Again, we're not forcing this stretch. We're keeping that right hand on the right hip to stay grounded and not rolling in our pelvis. We're breathing deeply. You can point and flex the foot here at any of these motions. So just to create a deeper stretch, awakening movement through the calf, shin, and the foot. Also helping to support our knees and hips, lower back. 2 more breaths. On that next inhale, slowly begin to glide back up to the sky. We're gonna find that happy baby. So if you'd like to release the strap to grab onto the outside of the foot, you can. Otherwise, grab onto that strap and bring the knee towards the armpit. Just gently finding the stretch for the back of the thigh, a little bit of a massage for the lower belly as you bring the knee in and lower it down. Breathe here. Keep that right side grounded. Connect to your breath. On the next inhale, slowly begin to release. As you hug that knee in towards your heart, find a gentle rock side to side. And then we'll extend both legs out long, lengthening the feet away from you. Let the hands come to your sides, just noticing the space, how we're feeling. Take 1 more breath. On the next exhale, we'll begin to roll to the right side. Breathing here. And then begin to press up to a seat. Moving forward, we're going to move into our hands and knees position. So stack the wrists right below the shoulders, the hips right above the knees. Notice the body. The strap can be moved away now. We won't be using it again. So check in as we find our tabletop position with our hands. We want our weight to be equal throughout our fingers and our wrists. So just gently make sure you're pressing into each finger, each knuckle, and then the wrist. Breathing here. We'll start with some cat-cow movement. So inhale, belly lifts, head and tail. Rise, good. Exhale, round forward. The gaze can look towards the belly button. 3 more times. Inhaling, lift the heart and the tail. Exhale. Great work here. Inhale. And exhale. We'll walk our hands forward. Begin to curl the toes under to press back into our first downward dog. So lifting through the hips. Let the head release between the arms. Find the gaze back at the toes, maybe up towards your knees. Walk out your dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Find your breath. Maybe your gaze looks in the opposite direction as the bent knee. A gentle twist of the spine. Gaze comes forward. Walk the feet to the front of your mat. We'll find our first forward fold here, grabbing onto opposite elbows. A gentle sway side to side. And then inhale, release the arms, gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Breathing here. Checking in at Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart. A gentle bend in the knees. Relax the shoulders down the back. Hands face forward. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more breaths, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, gaze follows. Exhale. 1 final time. Inhaling up. Exhale through heart center. With our next inhale, we're going to reach our left arm down, right arm up and over. Just a gentle side bend. It's our first side bend of class. Let your gaze look down at that left hand. Just breathe here. You can always move the neck, tilt the chin up, and then look down again. Be aware of your body, how you're feeling. Finding your inhale and exhale, come through center. This time as we inhale, reach the right arm down and exhale, left arm up and overhead, gentle side bend. Find your breath. Gaze can look down again. You can play around with tilting the chin up, tilting it down. Breathe deeply. Slowly inhale through center. Release that left arm to the earth. Arms lift up almost as if the air is gliding them to the sky, so not a lot of effort here. Exhale, hands through heart center, find a forward fold. Inhale, flat back, head and tailbone reach in opposite directions. Reach with the head. Exhale, fold. Gentle bend in the knees, arms reach back up to the sky. Gaze can follow fingers, and exhale through heart center. 1 more time, flowing with the breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, finding our forward fold. Inhale, flat back, head and tail reach in opposite direction. Exhale, fold. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, arms reach back up overhead. And exhale here, hands through heart center. Take your breath. Next position, we'll interlace our hands behind our back. If it's hard to grab onto hands here, you can grab a strap. Just bring the hands towards each other as close as possible, walking across that strap. Interlacing the hands together, reach the fist towards the earth. Gentle heart lift, so we're opening the heart. Gaze can look up. Breathe deeply. Find that nice stretch across the chest. And then on the next exhale, begin to fold forward. Let the hands rise up overhead. Release the neck. Maybe gently wiggle the toes. Pressing back through the fist to rise back up. Or release the hands. Just begin to close your fist, open your hands, close and open. Inhale, bring the left arm across the chest. Find a gentle stretch here. So just lengthening the fingers away from the shoulder, relaxing that shoulder. On the next exhale, release the arms. Inhale, right hand across the chest. Breathe here. Exhale, release the arms. Right hand comes up and over our head. Gently reach the right fingers down the back And grab onto that right elbow, opening space through the back of the arm, down the shoulder. Slowly release, switch sides. Left fingers point down the back, find that space. On the next exhale, release the grip here. Let the hands come back to your sides. We'll find 3 shoulder rolls backwards, just gently lifting the shoulder, letting it release down the back. Lift and release. And then 3 forward, but on that forward roll, don't round the shoulders with it. As you inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, just let them relax straight down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax straight down. So it's if they're coming forward, but there's no rounding of the back. No rounding of the shoulders. Last time through. Together, we'll find ourselves back on a seat. So lowering back to our mat. Hands can come behind us. Gently rock the knees side to side. Moving with the breath. You can have your feet mat distance apart. You might find a nice deeper stretch through the legs if you're doing this. One more time, there and back. Bringing the feet back together, we'll slowly lower onto our back. As we come back to the mat, let the hands come to the belly. Gently walk the feet to where you find them hip distance apart. Wiggle the toes. Notice that as we find ourselves here, how are we feeling? We'll begin to rub the palms together to create some heat. Continue to rub fast, creating that friction. And then slowly release, bringing the hands over the eyes. Take 2 deep breaths with the hands covering the face. And then on that final exhale, we'll release out into our Shavasana. Letting the right leg and the left leg extend out. The hands can face to the sky. Relax the entire body and the mind. If you can, stay here until you're ready to leave. Find yourself feeling completely supported, completely safe. Find yourself checking in to space, an area where you don't have to do, you can just be. An area where there's truly no problem to solve. There's just space. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I wish you a wonderful, blessed day, week, month, year. Continue to practice. Continue to focus on your breath, your body, your awareness of self. With love and light, I thank you. Namaste.